The habit camera comes with multiple accessories and mounts so that you can utilize them in whatever way is best to support your skin inspection needs. And so currently you see the habit camera magnetically attached to the desk or table mount. And this is a weighted flat device. So it sits flat on a table or the floor and then has this rotating magnet here. One thing we built into all of the magnetic attachments as well is the ability to change the angle. And this is the same for all of the accessories that you'll see here with the habit camera. And so in particular, this desk or table mount can be good either if you're using a desk or even on the floor. So specifically for, say, foot ulcers or inspecting the bottoms of your feet, this is a very good accessory to use when you're doing so. You could put it right down on the ground just below your foot to make it easier to conduct skin inspection of the lower extremities like your feet and your toes. The habit camera also can attach to this telescopic flexible handle. Same way, there's a magnetic attachment at the end, and this is just identical to what we just showed with the desk or the table mount. So if I attach it here, it's now facing forward. I can also angle this 45 degrees, 90 degrees, left or right. This in particular is good for inspecting any of the backside of your body. So your back, buttocks, legs, feet. This is the most useful accessory for any of those areas where you want to control the camera positioning and any of those harder to see areas that are further away from your upper body, where it's easy to use your hands to inspect. If you are inspecting somewhere on your upper body, you can also just use this in the handheld mode by holding it in your hand to inspect your neck or anywhere that your hand can reach. Otherwise, you can use the flexible handle. And another accessory we'll show is the rubber strap. This is a flexible rubber strap. This is specifically used both for the handheld and the flexible handle for anyone with limited dexterity to make it easier to hold on to. So if I'm going to use this with the habit camera itself in a handheld mode, I'll just mount this by sliding it up very gently up to here, just in between the camera lens and the power switch. And then I'll select a hole depending upon the hand size of how large my hands are. And I'll mount that second hole on the camera itself as well. What that creates is it creates this flexible loop for me to put my fingers into and enable me to hold the device very easily and manipulate it. So now when I'm using the device, I can easily hold it and activate the snapshot button if needed by pushing it there. This is the same for using this flexible strap with the flexible telescoping handle. So in this instance, again, I'll take one of the loops, gently slide it up the length of the handle, and then I'll put the second loop there. And this creates that handhold for someone with potentially with limited dexterity or, just diminished grip strength. And this is how I can use the flexible handle and the rubber strap. Additional accessories included in the kit are the suction mount. So the suction mount has a magnetic attachment, just like the other devices, which allows you different angles to rotate the camera. There's a small screw adjustment here, so you can loosen or tighten this, allowing you to change the angle of the mount itself. So you'll want to select the optimal angle and then tighten that down. And then lastly, this has a suction mount that's very similar to other devices and camera mounts on the market. And so once you stick that to whatever you want to suction onto, you can then push this latch down, creating suction and a force that's strong enough to hold the camera. And then when you want to remove it, you can release it and then grab the tabs to pull it off of whatever surface you've mounted it to. So again, there is the angle adjustment here, which adjusts the angle of the camera. There is the latch here, which is this portion of the device. So I can attach it to whatever surface I want to mount it to, or release it, whatever surface I want to release it from. And then a small pull tab to help aid in removal of the suction mount. One thing to note as well, there will be a small plastic film on this. So once you remove that, it becomes much, much stickier. So don't forget to remove the plastic film from the suction mount. And then finally, we have a USB-C charging cable and an AC adapter. And so the USB-C charging cable is inserted here to charge just on the back of the camera. So it's very easy to insert. It doesn't matter which orientation you have it because it's USB-C, but you want to make sure you use our cable if you can, and a certified charger to ensure that you're actually getting the device charged properly. Once you plug it in, the color of the LED will turn a yellowish orange, and then it'll turn green once it's fully charged and ready to go. And so the battery life for this device is probably about 2 hours, roughly, of continuous use. And so it should last, weeks for an average user who may be only inspecting their skin for 3 to 5, maybe 10 minutes a day. And so these are all the accessories included with the Habit camera, and we hope they are valuable and aid you with your daily skin inspection needs.